ولله الحمد الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أنصار سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر كثيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أنصار سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم عبده ورسوله وصفيه ونذيره بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وجاهد في سبيل الله جهادا كبيرا أما بعد عباد الله أوصيكم وإياي بتقوى الله تعالى فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدى هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم القائد الناصح الأمين وقائد الغر المحجلين يوم يقوم الناس لرب العالمين أما بعد. All praise is due to Allah, Lord of the worlds, most gracious, most merciful. I bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except for Allah alone, having no partners. And I bear witness that Muhammad is his slave and messenger. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, his family, his companions, his wives, and those who follow his sunnah until the day of judgment. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And inshallah, this is a happy day, a glorious day for all of us as we close the month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan is a month of transitions, brothers and sisters. Transitions. Transitions where Allah prescribed us to fast. Fasting is a transition where between a second, things that are permissible to us are no longer permissible, like food and drinks. A month of transition where after we break our fast, we go from fasting to non-fasting. Like I always say during the end of Ramadan, and remind us that the physical aspect of fasting is nothing but to increase our consciousness of our senses. As Muslims, Allah prescribed fasting in the Quran, and He ended the verse that talks about and prescribes and ordains fasting by saying that this fasting is going to help improve our what? Taqwa. Taqwa. So the best thing for us, in order for us to increase our taqwa, is fasting. Why is that? Why is that? Because think about it. When you are fasting, you are conscious of what you say, what you eat or shouldn't, right? What you say, what you see, what you think, what you do. It is a month-long process. A month-long process. And for those of you who fasted this summer, you know it's hard. It is hard, but a month-long process is enough for us, inshallah, to develop what? Habits. 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 Things that we've done through Ramadan, we need to take them forward. So inshallah, let us mark this day not as an end to Ramadan, but as a beginning to the next 11 months, inshallah, until we meet the next Ramadan and polish our skills. The skills, the habits that we have done, my brothers and sisters in Islam, are things that we need to take forward. Take forward. Think about your pure thoughts, harmony, discipline, goodness. All these things that you've learned during Ramadan, take them forward. Community, frequenting the mosque, thinking about the poor, being good, increase your thought of Allah, and most importantly, brothers and sisters, prayers. Some of you don't pray during the year. When Ramadan comes, all of us increase our worship, deepen our belief. Let us not stop. Let us mark this to be the beginning, not the end, for a new us, inshallah. Also, during the month of Ramadan, we all think about the needy. We think about the community that we live in. So let us not forget about our needy. And we have a lot of needy people in this community. Let us keep them in our prayers. Let us keep our action to support them throughout the years, inshallah. So, if you have started a new relationship with Allah, maintain it. If you are on a continuing relationship with Allah, preserve it. One thing I also like to remind people during the month, or during the end of the month, is that during the month we worked really, really hard to increase and heighten our worship. So a lot of us now are a little fatigued. You know, it's just like a marathon. You run for 30 days because you're trying to harvest as much good rewards and good deeds from Allah as you possibly can. And may Allah, inshallah, accept it from you during this month of mercy, month of forgiveness, and month of salvation. But brothers and sisters in Islam, some of the things we've done during Ramadan are not maintainable. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to learn what is your limit. What is your limit? Do not force yourself to perform worship when the worship is a chore. Worship has to come from the heart. If you feel that you are pressing yourself, right, you need to think about maybe backing off a little bit. So I know all of you over the next few days are going to feel this fatigue. And my counsel to you guys, all of you, is find your next balance point. And make sure that when you worship Allah is not a chore. So if this is a new relationship with Allah, stick with the basics. Right? Until you get your soul to feel that the need for increasing worship is necessary, and then pick up the pace, but do not do it as it is a chore, because because that's not what Islam is all about. Brothers and sisters, during this month, a lot of us found our Qurans. Every Muslim home has a Quran in it. But the sad truth is, our Qurans sit as a collector item, collect dust. So inshallah, if you found your Quran in your home, dust it off and keep the dust off of it. And I don't mean by physically dusting it off. I mean by opening your Quran, reading it, ponder upon it. Make it a point as we make this transition, inshallah, as we mark this new beginning, make it a point to read half a page. If you don't read anything, just read half a page. And when you read it, if Arabic is not your language, read it in English. Read it in a language you understand. Ponder upon it. See what it says to you. The Quran is the everlasting miracle of the Prophet ﷺ. It is our guidance to salvation, brothers and sisters in Islam. So let us not have the Quran sit around in our homes collecting dust. So as we reflect on this blessed month, and as we mark the beginning of a new relationship with our Lord, let us think of three things. One is prayer. Two is the Quran. And three is let us think of the goodness that comes from us as Muslims controlling our senses. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه لعلكم ترحمون. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. Inshallah, brothers and sisters, I want to emphasize, during this gathering, the importance of our ummah. This is a place where the entire community comes together. We come together twice a year. Unfortunate, but it is true. So let us think about how important this ummah is to us as believers. The Prophet ﷺ in the hereafter, while everybody is worried about themselves, worried about their soul, worried about where they're going to go, our Prophet ﷺ is worried about us, ummati, ummati, ummati. So brothers and sisters, as we gather here, we have people from many countries, we have people from different colors, different languages, different backgrounds, but the thing that unites us, the thing that brings us all together today is our love for Allah and our love for the Prophet and our common religion, Islam. So let us as Muslims remember that Allah and His Prophet love us. And let us demonstrate to each other that we love each other. The Prophet ﷺ said, the Muslim is like a one body. The Muslim ummah is like one body. If one part of it hurts, the entire body is up in a feverish manner, worried about that part. Think about that analogy, brothers and sisters in Islam. Do you worry about your brothers and sisters in Islam? Do you? Do you remember them? Do you think about them? So inshallah, as we gather here, let us think about what the Prophet ﷺ tells us, that the smile in the face of your brother or sister Muslim is a sadaqah. So let us increase our sadaqahs by just merely smiling in front of each other's faces. And then lastly, the Prophet ﷺ said that in order to us to spread love amongst ourselves, spread Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Spread that simple word when you see your brother and sisters in Islam. Spread it. Greet each other with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah with a smile. Now let's raise our hands inshallah and do a short dua. اللهم إنا نسألك إيمانا دائما وقلبا خاشعا وعلما نافعا ويقينا صادقا ونسألك اللهم دوام النجاة من كل بلية ونسألك اللهم دوام العافية ونسألك اللهم تمام العافية ونسألك اللهم الشكر على العافية ونسألك اللهم الغنى عن الناس. اللهم لا تجعل في جمعنا المبارك هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ومريضا إلا شفيته وحاجة لك فيها رضا ولنا فيها منفعة إلا وقضيتها ويسرتها يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولكافة المسلمين والمسلمات. اللهم ارحم المسلمين والمسلمات المؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم تقبل صلاتنا وصيامنا. اللهم اجعل آخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين آمين آمين. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Eid Mubarak, inshallah.